In 1930, the world witnessed the birth of a legend, the first World Cup, hosted in Uruguay, marking the beginning of the greatest global passion. Historical records show how football was about to change forever, uniting nations around a leather ball. Preparations were intense. Uruguay, two-time Olympic champion, was chosen to celebrate the centenary of its independence with the tournament. Delegations crossed oceans. 13 countries accepted the challenge of competing for the unprecedented title of best in the world in Uruguay. Montevideo transformed itself for the event. The Centenario Stadium, a masterpiece of its time, was built in record time for the matches. The atmosphere was pure expectation. In the streets and around the fields, the subject was only international football. The atmosphere in the host city was vibrant. Fans from all over South America converged on the Uruguayan capital in celebration. On the field, the game was rustic and passionate. Each match was an epic battle for national honor and sporting glory. The first world idols emerged. Players who, without knowing it, were writing the first chapters of an eternal epic. The opening matches were marked by surprises and great determination, captivating the local audience and the press from all over the planet. Details of the event revealed the simplicity of a romantic era, where love for the sport spoke louder than any figure. As the games continued, competitiveness grew. The teams fought bravely for every inch of Uruguayan turf. The squads presented themselves with pride. Classic lineups that would forever remain in the annals of football history. In the middle of the competition, tension rose. The dream of lifting the trophy became increasingly real for the survivors. The emotions in the stadium were palpable. The roar of the crowd echoed, turning each goal into a moment of collective catharsis. The decisive matches of the first phase defined the semi-finalists. Technique mixed with brute force in pursuit of victory. The evolution of the tournament showed that football had come to stay, quickly consolidating itself as the sport of the masses. We reached the final stage. Now, only the giants remained in the fight for the coveted Jules Rimet trophy. The semifinals were historic massacres. Uruguay and Argentina crushed their opponents to secure the dream grand final. The tension before the final was almost unbearable. A regional rivalry that would decide the planet's first champion. The atmosphere of decision took over everything. Thousands of fans crossed the Rio de la Plata to support Argentina. The grand final arrived on July 30th, 1930. The Centenario Stadium was in turmoil for the historic clash. Fierce disputes in every play. The game was marked by intense rivalry between Uruguayans and Argentines for the top of the world. Critical moments tested everyone's nerves. Uruguay needed a heroic reaction to overcome Argentina's advantage, and the comeback came. Decisive goals inflamed the Celeste fans, turning the pitch into a true scene of glory. The celebration after the final whistle was an explosion of national joy. Uruguay was consecrated as the first world champion. The Uruguayan team was crowned. An eternal moment that sealed the success of FIFA's first initiative. The party in the streets of Montevideo lasted for days. A holiday was declared to celebrate the triumph of the Olympic Celeste. The legacy of the first World Cup endures. There began the epic journey that every 4 years makes planet Earth remember 1930 as the birth of an era. Football history would never be the same after that July.